Hey, Yarn Dials. I have a confession to make. I'm 2 months and a half behind on my mood blanket. I can't believe I let it get that far. But instead of giving up, I'm going to get caught up and crochet a whole month today. So grab your yarn, your hook, and some snacks, and you're crocheting with me. Let's go. Hey, Yarn Dials. Today I wanted to show y'all the colors we're using, which is white for grateful days, purple for tired days, hot pink for excited days, and then you have that medium rose, which is for okay days. Now we are crocheting my mood blanket for March, or my mood square for my mood blanket. And honestly, this square feels so bright and full of life. If you're new here, my mood blanket is a crochet project where each color represents a different emotion I felt throughout the month. Every stitch tells part of my story, and by the end of the year, I'll have a full blanket made from memories, emotions, growth, hard days, and beautiful days too. Now, when I look at the square, it do make me smile because March felt so good. I had 3 tired days, 1 extremely grateful day, and 5 okay days. The rest of the month was great. That's really amazing when I sit and I think about it. Sometimes we move through life so focused on what's wrong that we don't stop and realize when things are actually peaceful or joyful or healing. And I think March was one of those months for me. My birthday was March 7th, and I got something I really wanted, a sewing machine. I was so excited, Owls. There's something really special about getting something that opens the door to creativity. It wasn't just about the machine itself. It felt like possibility. It felt like another way to create with my hands, another way to express myself. Crochet has already brought so much comfort and peace into my life, and now sewing feels like another chapter opening. And honestly, I think creativity heals people in ways we don't talk about. There is something about sitting quietly, working with your hands, making something one stitch at a time. It slows your mind down, especially in a world where everything feels loud all the time. I think that's why so many of us love crochet. It's not just yarn, it's comfort, it's routine, it's softness, it's therapy, it's prayer sometimes. And while I was working on this square, I find myself thinking a lot about forgiveness. Not because I suddenly woke up healed, not because everything is magically okay, but because I realized holding on to pain is heavy. And sometimes we carry things for years because we don't want people to that think what they did was okay. But forgiveness is not saying something was okay. Forgiveness is saying, I don't want this pain controlling my heart anymore. That's hard though, especially when hurt comes from family. Sometimes strangers hurt you and you move on, but family wounds can sit deep because those are people you expected love from. And healing from that kind of pain takes time. One verse I've been thinking about lately is Ephesians 4:31 through 32. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God and Christ forgave you. That verse challenges me because bitterness can become comfortable. Sometimes pain becomes part of our identity, and letting go can feel scary because we wonder, if I forgive, will I be hurt again? But forgiveness and excess are not always the same thing. You can forgive and still protect your peace. You can forgive and still create boundaries. You can forgive and still choose wisdom. I think sometimes people believe Christians are supposed to allow endless hurt in order to prove forgiveness. But when Jesus walked away from people and crowds at times to protect his peace and purpose, but even Jesus walked away from people and crowds at times to protect his peace and purpose. And sometimes I'm learning. Another verse that's been helping me is Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. That scripture reminds me that my heart matters too. Protecting your heart does. Protecting your heart does not make you cold. It makes you wise. And while I was crocheting this square, I thought about how healing is a lot like making a blanket. You don't finish it in one day. It's built slowly, one row at a time, one stitch at a time. Sometimes you mess up and pull rows back. Sometimes certain sections are harder than others. Sometimes you get tired halfway through. But eventually, the blanket starts looking beautiful. Not because every stitch is perfect, but because you kept going. Okay, dolls, I've been crocheting for about an hour, and we have 1, 2, 3. This is the first 3 weeks of March, so that's one more week left. One more week and about 3 days left. So y'all, look at that. I'm going to cut off all of this. And then the next video that y'all see, I will be putting together the first 3 months. And then we're going to start with April's the following video. So y'all, it's coming along so cute. It's this hot pink because March was my birthday month. And y'all, a girl got everything she wanted, okay? So here we go. And I'll be back when I finish the rest of these squares. So I just wanted to check back in with y'all before, just to see what y'all was doing. Let me know in the comments if you're making a move square. In the meantime, y'all, finish watching the last few minutes of this video, and then I'll be back with the finished results. Yeah, see y'all soon. Just like this blanket, forgiveness takes time. This reminds me of this story I heard once. There was a woman who planted bamboo seeds. Every single day, she watered them. Every single day, she cared for the soil. Weeks passed. Nothing happened. Months passed. Still nothing. People around her thought she was wasting time. But she kept watering the ground anyway. Then, after years, suddenly the bamboo began growing rapidly. What people didn't realize was that all those years underground, the roots were growing deep enough to support what was coming next. And I think healing is just like that. Sometimes it looks like nothing is changing, but roots are growing underneath the surface. God may be strengthening you in ways you can't even see yet. And honestly, that's how March felt for me. Bright, hopeful, peaceful, not perfect, but lighter. Even my tired days taught me something. Those lilac days towards the end of the month reminded me that rest is necessary. I think as women, mothers, wives, creators, we carry so much mentally, and sometimes we feel guilty for resting. But rest is biblical too. Even God rested. Sometimes the most productive things you can do is pause, drink water, pray, sleep, crochet quietly, sit in peace. You don't always have to be proving your worth through exhaustion. One of my grateful days was especially meaningful because gratitude changes perspective. When you focus only on what's missing, life starts feeling empty really fast. But gratitude softens the heart. Even small things matter. A quiet morning, a warm drink, a finished row, children laughing, peace in your home, creative ideas, strength to keep going. Those things matter. Psalms 118:24 says, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." And honestly, that verse feels like hot pink to me. Bright, joyful, alive. I want this year to be about creating softness in my life. Not just physically with blankets and yarn, but emotionally too. Softness is how I speak to myself. Softness in my home. Softness in my healing journey. Softness in how I move forward. Because life hardness, and it does harden people. Pain can make people mean. Disappointment can make people feel bitter. But I don't want pain to turn me into someone I don't recognize. I still choose joy. I still choose creativity. I still choose peace. And I think that's why projects like this mean so much to me. It isn't just a blanket, it's a visual diary. When I look back at these squares years from now, I'll remember who I was becoming while making them. And that's really beautiful to me. So, if you're listening right now and you're also in a season of healing, forgiveness, rebuilding, or learning how to let go, I just want to remind you, healing does not have to happen overnight. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to become softer instead of harder. And most importantly, you are allowed to keep going. Anyway, dolls, thank you so much for spending time with me while I work on my March Move Square. Tell me in the comments, what colors will represent your March? And if you enjoy cozy crochet content, mood blankets, healing conversations, and creative living, make sure you subscribe and become a part of the Yarn Doll family. I'll see you all in a second to close out the video. Alright, dolls, that was about almost 2 hours of crocheting. I can't believe it took me that long, but I had to stop and get something to eat. I had to get the kids something to eat, be a mom, all that good stuff. So here is the one we just completed. Most of these were very exciting days. I had a couple days where I was tired, but everything else was exciting, grateful, okay. March was pretty exciting, okay. That was my birthday month, as I mentioned. So your girl was so dolls. This is Let me check. This is February's. I know because this is red. This is March because they don't have one yet. I'll put green on here. And then this is January, and it got a blue stitch marker. So January, February, and March. So the next video y'all will see, I'm gonna just go ahead on and knock out April's mood blanket so that we can be caught up for May. And I'm going to do the same thing for the temperature blanket. So y'all remember to like and subscribe. If you're new here, drop a yarn ball in the chat. Also, let me know if y'all making a mood blanket or anything like that. If y'all gonna use shades of blue, shades of pink, shades of purple, you know, shades of green, or whatever y'all favorite color is. Just make sure that you got the right tension each time, because I'm feeling like this is a little crazy, but whatever. I'm so excited, y'all. I can't wait to put these together. So on the next video, not the next video, but when the next time y'all see these mood squares, I will be sewing these up together, and then we will start April's. Okay, so y'all, I love y'all so much. If you're new here again, don't forget to hit that subscribe. If you're day one yarned out, it don't hurt to share, because I mean, it's going to get one of y'all the yarned out blanket faster. But y'all, I have to go edit this video. I need to eat and record another video. So I'll see all of y'all again on Monday. I love y'all so much. Bye. Subscribe.